In this video I will show you the rules of Exopet, the Snappy game. It's a competitive game and it works in rounds. We have 16 rounds and each round has a player phase, a mimicry phase and the VDL phase. Okay, let's start with the player phase. To decide who starts, we ask who is the youngest player or was the latest guy with a pet, and we say green. He gets the Exopet token. This shows that he starts in this player phase. In the next round, this token goes in this direction and then another player starts. Okay, first we have to discover and explore the spacecraft to find exopets, because the player with the most collected twins will succeed and will be the winner of the game. Okay, player green spends 2 RLC exhausted to make an exploring action. That means now I can choose level 2 hexagon. If he spends 3, then he can choose a level 3 hexagon. But yes, let's be not so quick, and we place this somewhere on the field where his people is standing, is Elmer, because in this game you're playing not the crewmates, you're playing an Elmer because you are the Elmer pilot. Your Elmer is now moving in this corridor, in level 2 corridor, and now can collect exopets. And depending which level it is, it's level 2 plus or minus the attraction value on your crew ID card plus 1 decides how many exopets you can now draw from the exopet draw pole. Don't look inside, make it blind, and take 3 exopet tokens and place them in your check area. Here are all the exopet stored, what you have collected fresh. And your action is now over. The blue one is the next one who can play, and he spends 1 RLC and now can take N level 1 hexagon field and place it somewhere here. Let's say here, maybe here. Doesn't matter. The only rule is that it's connected through these rodent doors and this gap. If there is a gap, you always can place it here. Okay, player blue is going on this hexagon field, is a level 1 hexagon field plus your ID card plus 1. You can choose 2 exopets. Blindly draw them out of the box and place them over your Elmer board, and nothing is double. So he can check 2 if there is something double or he has a twin, and then can grab it, but later I will tell more when this case happens. Okay, and normally he's over, but he's moved in a room with a room function. The room functions are all written on the hex board from the Snappy game. This is what you can download from the internet site www.exopets.de or .de, and download this for free. Place it on your handy or print it out for the other players, because this is different to the hexaboards what are in the game already, because they're in the game are for the competitive, well, for the cooperative game. Okay, The roam function of the pet kennel is that you can collect again exopets. Always when you enter a room with a function, by moving or by an exploration, also by transport or an escape action, you move from one hexagon to another and there is a room function, you can immediately use the function. That means in this room you roll the dice. We have a 4. 4 means you can take 4 exopets and ignore this number on your attraction card. So take 4 of them, place them here on the top, and we will check, or he is checking if there's something double. No. And now red one is on the turn. She says, I spent 3 RLCs to take a level 3 hexagon field and place it to her hypersleep chamber here. The gap. Oh, there's a locked door with X. It's not working. So if these red doors are connected, you can move on this field and immediately can take 3 plus 1 exopets. 2, 3, and another one, 4. Okay. Now these 2 guys can check if they have one of her, but there is no double exopet. Okay, now she is again, and because she has another still an RLC and can spend it, or can say no, I'm out, I don't want to spend it, and exhaust it immediately. So it's over for her. But she wants to discover rooms and find exopets, so exhaust it, take in level 1 hexagon field. This was the green one. Place it here. So she can move up to this room. Take 1 exopet because it's level 1. Plus your, then you get another one. So, okay, now the 2 guys can check if they have a double one from her exopet check collection. There is nothing double. I will see. Yes, everything is fine. Nothing happens so far. Okay, blue one can spend RLCs 2. The blue one is going to this door. Or maybe the blue one wants to have a better character and is moving back to the hyper sleep chamber. Or it's not called the hyper sleep chamber, it's the hyper speed cloner in this game, because we are collecting clones. These are not crewmates like in the other game. Okay, and then because moved in this room, you can immediately use the room function. In this case, you can switch your crewmate with a new for 1. And yes, we are lucky. We have plus 2 on the attraction value and place it here. Means next time we can collect even more. And we still have another one and can move, or we explore. We spend 1 to this place and discovered is a laboratory. This is the place where you can put all your exopets in the check area back into the box. But in the moment it doesn't make sense because we haven't collected any twins. And this is the way you collect twins. Okay, now everything is exhausted. We're going on with the round counter. We did the L. It's moving one round from 1 to 2. Nothing happens. The next is the mimicry phase, but there is no mimicry on the field. That means we're going on with the next player phase. And the player phase always starts that we refresh our RC. Sometimes somebody dies, then you get a new character, a new clone. But at the moment, nobody is dead. That's perfect. Okay, last time she started, this active player token moves to her. Now we have 3 women, and she will start. Blue, yes, is moving on. Now she spends 2 and moves, and another Jesus, level 2, yes, another laboratory. It's not so perfect, but what can we do? So 2 exopets for level 2 plus 2 on the attraction value of this card. It means 4 exopets. Place them here. Have a look what happens. First I can see is that we have here a twin. She collected a twin and can take it immediately on the clean side. Doesn't mean this is not safe, because when your crewmate dies, then you lose always 1 twin. So they have to be saved in an escape pod. Okay, let's check the others, or the other guys will check if they have one of these double. But they are safe. There is nothing to snap away. Yes. Okay. Now player red is going on. What can she do? She can go back, but this makes no sense. So she will explore 2 and spend, in this case, all her RLC, because she's very risky woman, and she moves in this direction, takes a level 3 corridor. You always see with acts, these are level 3 hexagons, and she moves on this place. And now collect 3 plus 1, that means 4 exopets. 2. Place them here. And we will check if we have a double one, so that we can store it immediately in the clean area, but there is nothing. And now the others will check if they have one double. This guy, no, this is safe. But she has one from this. And now the case happens that the other Alma pilot has one and can now decide if she wants to take the twins on her side, or say, no, I leave it on this side. But why? Because when the guy who gets it will get a mini mimicry 2 on his hexagon field. So, for example, the green Alma pilot takes the twin, then an mini mimicry appears on her hexagon field, but it doesn't attack the player in this playing phase, only in the next mimicry phase, but it's on the board now. Another effect is that all who are involved in the process of taking and snapping away exopets, they have to separate their check exopets in 2 halves and put 1 half in the dirty area. Got a little bit dirty. And this Elmer Pilot too, because she was involved in this process too, and she has to take the smaller half, because here it's an odd number. There are 7, and we take 3 in the dirty area. This is because dangerous. If we have double exopets here on this side, then you don't collect them, you lose your crewmate. But let's see if this will happen. Okay. 2 guys have already twins. And now we're going on with the green one. The green has all his RLCs, but she didn't make anything. For her, it would be perfect to run away, because if she's still on this playing field, then they will lose RLCs by attacks. And she makes a transport because she wants to go into the pet kennel. But she can not only spend 1 RLC to move there, because the system is this: if you spend 1 RLC, you can move on all connected level 1. If you spend 2, then you can move on all collected 2 level, and 3 by collect to level 3. This means the way to this place is through a level 2 field. You see, this is the green tangles. There are no X. It's not clean. It's green. This means you have to spend minimum 2 RLCs to move to this field. But if you do this, then you can move immediately in this field and use the pet kennel action, the room function, and draw dice, and you get 5 exopets. Again, this attraction value doesn't matter in this case, so only the dice roll. But 5 exopets be collected and placed here on the top. Okay, let's check. Is this somewhere here? No. Is this somewhere here? Oh, yes, we have one here. Then the green guy is not there. Then the sushi creature and the squid. Oh, the squid is here too. Means we have 2 double. It's a little bit sad for him, but she can now decide what will happen. She has no RLC anymore. This means when she will take one of these to her, then she gets a mini mimicry. For example, when she says, yes, I will take them and place them here, then a mini mimicry spawns on her hexagon field. But she has no RLC, that means she can't get away anymore. And then when the mimicry phase is coming, this little guy is killing her immediately, because she's on a level 3 hexagon field that costs you her 3 RLCs. And this is not a good idea. That's why she decides another way. She gives him all her twins. That's good for her, but the thing is that the green one gets now 2 of these mini mimicries. One here, and now we have the case that a 4th will spawn here too. But there are only 3 mimicries in the game. That means we take them all, put them back at the side of the playing field, and take a boss mimicry. This is a really bad one. It's making the same damage, but you can't get rid of this anymore. and it's placed on this field too. Okay, the phase is not over because the blue one is now on the go and has still an ILC, and yes, it will move further through this door and will find the escape pod, because this is at the end, this is what we need to get safely rid of these twins. Okay, so we find the cantina, but the cantina in the game has no function. But it's a level 1 plus 1 makes 2 exopets. Okay, place them here. Oh, this is not good. Okay, this has nobody, but this is here in his dirty area. This is the case where these twins are really evil and will kill this clone immediately. That means the green one loses not only this card, it goes back under the stack, they go back into the box, mix them. So, and in any case, when you lose your crewmate, you lose one of these twins too. It means we put them into the box too. But the rest will stay. Only this Elmer goes here, and the next round can take a new one, and everything else is still in the Elmer. Okay, everything is exhausted. One guy is dead, and we go on with the VDL board, 1 round. And now we have a mimicry phase, and the mimicry can't hurt somebody immediately because there's nobody, and it's moving now. All mimicries always move. 1. We roll the dice, and we have here some small numbers at the edge. This means place it like this. Come on. So, for example, oops. It means in 1, the 1 is in this direction, but there's a wall, but that doesn't matter because mimicries always can go through walls. For example, if we will roll a dice like a 4, then here's the 4, the exopet, the mimicry moves in this direction, bounces and goes back 1 field in this direction. And if we rolled an 2, the same, then bounce again and goes in this direction. But we rolled the 1 and it's now here. Okay, mimicry phase is over. Now we go on with the next playing phase. Everybody can change their ILCs from exhausted to filled and start again. Now it's player red who starts the playing phase, but player Elmer pilot green has lost his crewmate, though can take a new one. We have this guy, Abdul Al-Hazred. This is the author of the Necronomicon, by the way. Is not so good, has only 0 in the attraction value. And you can place this Elmer on an HLC, an hyper speed cloner in your choice, but there is only this one, so can stay here. And now the game goes further. Let's play this round and see what happened then in the VDA phase. Okay. Player red starts. She exhausts 2, because to save one, in the case if there's a mimicry on the way, and moves in the pet kennel number 2. This is in level 2 case. 2 plus 1, attraction value means 3 of these. Oh, this is something what we have here. This roller guy is not there. And this I've seen somewhere else. No, it's not on the board. Okay, then we're safe, but this is double here. This means what will we do? She now decides where this will go. And blue is here. And yes, it's of course winning. And she says, yes, why not? I take the risk. I take it. And get another mini mimicry on my field. And the same is if we have 3 mimicries on the field and a 4th will come onto the field, then they all get away and will be replaced by a boss mimicry on the last spawning point. Like before. Still, every mimicry is on the field, then nothing will happen anymore. Okay. What's next? Yes, we have to split our check area. That means the smaller amount of exopets. The half goes on this side. Still have here this one, and this has to be split 2, because they are both involved in this case. And yes, okay. Player green is here. She wants to go away as fast as possible, but makes it in a slowlier way, because there's already a lot of exopets, and finds the toilet. The toilet, she can flush away immediately dirty exopets. This is perfect. She can get rid of this. And yes, have to collect, of course, some. Okay, first normally you make the collection. That means we forgot, take for level 1 exopet with 0. This means 1. And we have this guy. Oh shit, this is the same like this. But first yes, we have to handle this first. That means, what is the guy doing here? The blue one says, well, why not? I take it too. Snap it away, grab it away, and place another mimicry on my field. And then you have to split again. And this has to be split again. So this was 6, then exactly the half can move here. And this is now handled, this case, and now we can deal the next thing, because she's on the toilet. This is the room function and can be used immediately after this, of course. And it means can flush away all the dirty exopets. Okay, now it goes on with this. The blue one, yes, wants to run away as fast as possible. The thing is it a good idea to go in this direction, or maybe get rid of all the exopets to enter an escape pod? But there is no escape pod. To get to the toilet, we have to move over a level 2 level 1, level 1, level 1 field. It means she has to spend 2 RLCs to move to this door, this door, this door, and transport with the transport action to the toilet, and can get rid of all the exopets. When you make a transport or an escape action, you don't have to collect exopets, because collecting exopets is only when you discover a new hexagon field or you're in the pet kennel and you can roll the dice. Okay, now Red is on the run, but she says, no, let's see what happens. I don't touch anything. I don't want to die. And leave it like it is. And skip this thing. Then Green is on the go and what can she do? She tries to get rid of, the problem is we have no escape pod, so we have to find the escape pod. Spend 1 ILC and hope we find it, but there is no ILC. She's moving on this field, gets another exopet. It's a little warm, but nobody has it, then we're fine. And yes, this is over for the moment. Then she's on the go and want to get rid of these in the check area and can do it in the laboratory. That means you can spend 1 ILC and move to this field on this field because they're all level 1 and get rid of this. Now she is well prepared to enter an escape pod, but we don't have at the moment one. Okay. What is she making? She's making... No, still... doesn't make sense. She can search for a level 1 and find an escape pod. But she can't enter it because she has still mimicry exopets in the check area and the dirt area. And no twin. That doesn't make any sense. Can't enter it, only with twins. But she can take exopets. This is level 1 plus 1 of the attraction value. Then mix 2. Then take 2 exopets. And she's lucky. Or yes, sometimes good, sometimes not. And I think the green one can do something. The green one. Yes, it's too far away and going to areas which need more ILCs than 1 for a transport action. So the green one is spending only 1 ILC and see what she can get. Good connection. Oh, but here you can't move through this door because there's RX and in this game version you can't burn X because we have no loot. And the green one is now here. Take 1. It's level 1 exopet. And everybody's checking if they have it. No, nobody. And the room function of this room is to get rid of this guy, put them back under the stack of the clones, and take a fresh clone. Oh shit, it's -1, that's not good. So, this round is over. Now, this marker, the VDL phase, is starting now and moving the round counter on this field, which is connected to this field. In this field is a fuse control. Now we have to check, is there a fuse control? Yes, one is here, but this is the fuse control from level 3. This is here. So nothing happens. That's good. Normally, if we had this field is the fuse control. If this would be connected already here, and we are now on the field, then an boss mimicry spawns on this place. But to be lucky, this was not discovered at the moment. and so no boss mimicry will jump on the field. But another thing will happen, the mimicry sabotage. Oops. And now we roll the dice and figure out what happens here. So we rolled 4 and we see what happens on number 4. The air will go away on L corridors and pet kennels. So everybody who's staying on a pet kennel is losing his crewmate. This means this guy here, she's dead, loses her crewmate. Normally she loses one twin pair, but she has nothing. Then she's safe, and the blue one is safe too, because it was only 4. We corridor this on this corridor, and this corridor, the air pressure is gone. Okay, the next round will be the mimicry round. All mimicries move around and attack if they are on a field with an armor. Means number 3, this guy is moving into 3, it's bouncing on this field, going in this direction. Then the mini mimicry number 1 is going in this direction, and this mimicry is bouncing and staying. Okay, the mimicry phase is over now. Now we start with a fresh RLC, a fresh player phase. This player can take a new, fresh crewmate with 0 exopet and jumps on an hyper speed cloner of his choice. There are 2, this one, and I think, no, there's nothing else. But there is the boss mimicry. We can stay here because it's not attacking and run away in the player phase. We don't try to avoid to stay here till the mimicry phase, but it makes no sense, so we respawn here or defrost a fresh crewmate on this. The other guys didn't lost anything, and yes, the game is going on like this. If everything is placed on the field and the first Emma who's going to the door can connect the nest and ends the game, but only if this guy has twins, because when it goes through the door, then his crewmate dies immediately and she loses one of the twins. And if you have no twins, like this guy, can't end the game in this way. But the game can end too if this marker is here at the end. After 16 rounds, this game ends too. Then, what kind of actions do we have else? We didn't use, for example, the was called the fight, or I think I called it differently. It's called Scharmützel in German, but it's in English another word. Yes, but you can download the rules on exopets.de and see what this action is called, number 4. This action, you can attack mimicries, but only mini mimicries. This means when blue one, for example, moves on this field, this is a green one, level 2 field, then can spend 2 ALCs for moving and 1 for fighting. But this is not enough, because you can only get rid of the exopet if you spend as many RLCs like the value is. Also, if this Emma would be already on this place, then he can spend 2 RLCs like the hexagon level and get rid of it. But this doesn't work with boss mimicries. Boss mimicries don't go away anymore. What happens when a mimicry phase, the boss mimicry or any mimicry is moving to your field or is already standing there? Then you lose in the mimicry phase RLCs depending on the value of the hexagon level. That means we're on a number 1 level, means only 1. But if another mimicry is moving on this field in the mimicry phase, then you lose another one. And if the third, then you're dying. And then you lose your crewmate and one of the Exopet twins. If you're standing already on a level 3, for example, and the mimicry is moving on this, or a boss mimicry, they have the same strength, because when it moves on the hexagon level where it's number 3, and you're here, then you lose as many RLCs what the value of the hexagon is written. That means it's immediately 3 and then you're dead too. Okay, what else? I think this is all of the rules, and I hope if I forgot something, you will find it in the description in the rulebook for the Snappy game. Now, of course, in English on exopets.de.